Hard-boiled is John Woo without restraint. No balancing act, no interest in moderation, just pure escalation. Where the killer leans into emotion, this strips everything back to impact. Narrative exists only to carry momentum. Each scene is engineered to push further than the last. This is controlled chaos at every stage. Woo turns destruction into design. Gunfire becomes rhythm. Movement becomes the film's structure. By the time it reaches the hospital, the film stops pretending to be anything else. It's sustained action as form. Arrow's 4K UHD is a significant leap from the film's unstable home video past. Sourced from a new restoration, the presentation finally brings consistency. Fast motion holds together, detail no longer collapses under pressure. You can track the spatial logic of Woo's staging in a way that simply wasn't possible before. There are compromises. Some sequences show signs of digital intervention, with a slightly smoothed, processed quality that moves away from a purely filmic look. Colour timing is pushed cooler too, with a stronger blue bias that gives the image a more clinical edge. Even with that, the gains are undeniable. Stability, clarity, and bitrate finally match the ambition of the filmmaking. This is the best Hard-boiled has looked on home media, not untouched, but definitive. The plot is a lean, functional engine for violence. Inspector Tequila Yuen, a gung-ho cop played with effortless cool by Chow Yun-fat, seeks vengeance after his partner is killed during a tea house raid. He finds an unlikely ally in Alan, a high-level triad assassin who is in fact operating undercover. The story unfolds as a series of escalating tactical nightmares, moving from warehouse raids to the now legendary hospital siege, where the duo must navigate a hidden arms cache while protecting a ward full of newborns. Woo strips away the philosophical weight of his earlier work and commits fully to movement. The film becomes a sequence of controlled detonations, sliding gun battles, mid-air collisions, bodies and debris moving through space with deliberate precision. Every set piece is built, not just staged. What defines Hard-boiled is clarity under pressure. Woo understands space at a fundamental level. You always know where you are, where the threat is, where escape might exist. Even at its most chaotic, the film never loses its shape. The hospital sequence is the culmination of that design. Extended takes, layered movement, civilians woven into the action, danger closing in from every direction. It sustains intensity without collapsing into noise. Michael Gibbs' score leans into a dissonant, sax-driven palette that locks the film into a distinctly 90s register, punctuating the rhythm of the gunfire rather than competing with it. At the centre of it all is Chow Yun-fat, effortless, composed, completely readable, a fixed point inside total disorder. Hard-boiled remains the benchmark for action cinema, not because it is bigger, but because it is clearer in its intent. Arrow's 4K presentation leans slightly modern in places with its digital remastering, but the gains in stability and detail make it the version to own. Finally, this classic Hong Kong actioner is blessed with a definitive version. That's all from us at The Last Disc on Earth, and remember, come the apocalypse, physical media will prevail.